Long ago in halls of stone, two brothers born of royal throne, Fafnir, mighty, greedy flame, Regin, cunning, with a name, a dwarf king's sons, their paths split wide, blood-bound yet fates defied, one sought gold with eyes so cold, the other dreams of steel and pride. Fafnir was the stronger and greedier of the two, while Regin was skilled in the arts of blacksmithing and cunning. Their lives were bound by blood, but diverged sharply in their ambitions and fates. Fafnir's greed led him to murder his father and seize a vast treasure hoard, including the cursed ring and Varanot. His avarice transformed him into a fearsome dragon, intent on guarding his ill-gotten wealth. Regin, driven by a mix of fear, envy, and a desire for vengeance, plotted to reclaim the treasure and see his brother destroyed. Bound by blood, but dreams divide. In shadows deep where secrets hide, greed and skill their destinies, a tale of dragons, swords, and treachery. Regin, unable to confront the mighty dragon himself, sought out a champion who could accomplish this task. In a distant land, Regin found a promising ward named Sigurd. In distant lands, Regin found a hero young, with strength unbound. Sigurd, brave with heart so pure, in him the hopes of vengeance stir. Regin, taught with cunning art, forged a warrior from the start. Tales of dragons, cursed rings, whispered dreams of perilous things. Regin took the young Sigurd under his wing, teaching him the ways of the warrior and the blacksmith. As Sigurd grew, so did his skill and reputation, and Regin saw in him the perfect instrument to achieve his revenge against Fafnir. Regin's influence on Sigurd was profound. He spoke of Fafnir's treachery and the cursed treasure, weaving tales that stirred Sigurd's sense of justice and adventure. This intricate manipulation established a state of coexistence where Sigurd's path became inseparable from Regin's vengeance and Fafnir's curse. Bound by tales of old deceit, a young heart with a fate to meet, vengeance drives and stories bind the hero's path through treacherous mind. Knowing that a mere mortal weapon would not suffice to slay a dragon, Regin set to work forging a mighty sword for Sigurd. He named it Gram, a blade imbued with the finest craft and the strongest steel. Regin's forge with fire bright, crafted steel to pierce the night. Gram, the blade of legends told, in its hilt both craft and gold. Sigurd felt the weapon's might, in its gleam his destiny's light, with each strike a future made, by Regin's hand in shadows laid. Regin's expertise in blacksmithing and his cunning plans created a powerful tool that would help Sigurd achieve his destiny. As Sigurd wielded Gram, he felt the weight of his foster father's expectations and the looming threat of Fafnir. The relationship between Sigurd, Regin and Fafnir followed the pattern of reinforcement where Sigurd, armed with Gram, was driven by Regin's counsel. Regin's instructions were fueled by his enmity towards Fafnir. Fafnir's existence and threat as a dragon justified Sigurd's training and mission. Forged in flames, the sword of fate, a hero's tool, a brother's bait, bound by steel, a legacy of greed, revenge and treachery. Once Sigurd was ready, Regin revealed to him the full tale of Fafnir and the cursed treasure. He told Sigurd of the dragon's lair in the wilderness, guarded jealously by the transformed Fafnir. Sigurd, driven by a sense of duty and the desire for glory, agreed to undertake the perilous journey. With Gram in hand, Sigurd set out on the perilous journey to confront Fafnir. Along the way, he encountered various challenges and learned of the dragon's might and the curse of the treasure. To Fafnir's lair, through wild and waste, Sigurd ventured none too haste. Each step closer, tales unfold of cursed gold and dragons bold, Regin's whispers in his ear, feeding both his hope and fear. A journey fraught with danger's breath, towards the lair and dragon's death. Each step Sigurd took revealed the intricate path of causation. Sigurd's commitment to the quest was driven by Regin's manipulation. Regin's history and hatred towards Fafnir catalyzed the entire chain of events. Without Sigurd's intervention, Fafnir would remain an undefeated terror. A hero's quest, a perilous road. With every step, the story grows, bound by fate and tales of old, a dragon's doom, a heart of gold. Finally, Sigurd reached the desolate wasteland where Fafnir dwelled. With courage and strategy, he dug a pit in Fafnir's path to ambush the dragon. In desolate land, where shadows loom, Sigurd faced the dragon's doom. A pit he dug with cunning plan to face the beast, a mortal man. With Gram in hand he struck with might. As Fafnir passed, he seized the fight. The dragon fell, its breath a curse, warning of betrayal's thirst. As the monstrous creature approached, Sigurd hid in the pit, and as Fafnir passed over, he plunged Gram into the dragon's heart, mortally wounding him. Fafnir's death was not immediate. With his dying breath, the dragon cursed Sigurd, warning him of the treachery that awaited. Sigurd, undeterred, watched as the mighty beast took its last breath. The ground trembled as Fafnir's massive form went still, and the air grew still and heavy. A clash of wills in fateful night, a hero's strength, a dragon's might, bound by blood and bitter cries, in shadows deep where destiny lies. As the dragon's blood bathed Sigurd, he tasted it, gaining the ability to understand the language of birds. And the birds spoke to him of Regin's deceit. With dragon's blood upon his tongue, Sigurd's heart and mind were stung. The birds did speak of Regin's plot, of treacherous schemes and deeds forgot. Realization cut so deep, the bonds of trust began to weep. Regin's lies, a deadly thread. Sigurd knew what lay ahead. Sigurd, realizing that Regin planned to kill Sigurd once the treasure was reclaimed, confronted him. Regin, unprepared for Sigurd's newfound insight, tried to persuade him of his loyalty. But Sigurd, trusting the warnings of the birds, slew Regin before he could enact his betrayal. In blood and whispers, truth revealed, a heart betrayed, a fate unsealed, bound by lies and dark intent, a hero's path in shadows bent. With both Fafnir and Regin dead, Sigurd claimed the cursed treasure. Sigurd entered the lair and beheld the vast treasure hoard, glittering with gold and jewels. Among the riches lay the cursed ring Andvaranaut, a symbol of the greed and destruction it had wrought upon Fafnir and Hreidmar's family. In Dragon's Lair the treasure gleamed, a hoard of gold, a cursed dream. Among the jewels a ring so dire, the root of all the dark desire. Sigurd took what he did need, refusing greed. His heart was freed, with wisdom gained and courage true. He left behind the cursed dew. Sigurd, understanding the curse, took only what he needed and left the rest, refusing to let greed taint his heart. Sigurd's actions brought an end to the cycle of greed and vengeance. Without Regin's manipulation, Sigurd's path could be peaceful. Without Fafnir's curse, the cycle of greed would cease. Sigurd's final actions ensured that the influence of both Regin and Fafnir was ended. A hoard of gold, a curse of night, a hero's heart, a guiding light bound by choice, a tale renewed, of wisdom gained and vengeance eschewed. Sigurd's return was marked by tales of his bravery and the mighty dragon he had slain. He carried with him not just the treasure, but the wisdom gained from his ordeal. Returning home with tales of might, of dragon's death and darkened night, Sigurd's name in legends grew, a hero's heart both strong and true, a story told of greed's demise, of cunning plans and valor's rise, a lesson learned in shadow's dance, of fate and choice and second chance. The story of Sigurd, Fafnir and Regin became a legend, a tale of how greed and vengeance can destroy, and how courage and wisdom can overcome even the mightiest of foes. A hero's tale of might and lore, of dragon's blood and ancient war, bound by fate, a legend's call of courage, wisdom, conquering all.